There we go. One more good morning. Good morning, everybody. That was for the camera. Today's date is Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. For those that don't know, this is Rick. For those that don't care, well, this is still Rick. I hope everyone's getting ready for Halloween. That's always a fun time. I know my grandkids are getting pretty excited. They understand now they get candy. Hey, today is also our members e-learning, and a member is anyone that is a trial, anyone from Hit and Run Candlesticks, Right Way Options, or BYOB Trading. And we do this not every Thursday. I think it's every other Thursday, maybe. Today, Doug won't be here, but Ed will be filling in for Doug starting at noon today. Then John comes in at 1 p.m. Eastern today, and then I'll pick it up at 2 p.m. Eastern. Oh, tomorrow. Oh, you're right. Not today. Today's Wednesday. This is tomorrow, okay? Hey, you guys all mark it on your calendar for me, will you? Tomorrow. Okay, we'll talk about that more tomorrow. But anyway, it is tomorrow. And one of the good things, I think this is going to be a good one, and I think what got me all excited about it was the topic. The topic is on position sizing. And I think that is an excellent, excellent topic and something that I think might be very useful for folks. So anyway, you'll probably get 3 different views on it. All right, let's get going here, right? So yesterday at the close, I mean, we talked about the market here. What a great day. You know, it acted really, really well. But what we needed to do was follow through. And shazam, look what we're getting here. We're getting a nice little follow through. We're back over the T-line, and our green dot on our trend indicator is green, and that just makes me so happy I could just dance in the streets. Now, the next target I'm looking for to the upside is going to be right there at that green bar, which is those highs. No surprise there, but that'll be in the neighborhood, 673, 30-ish, something like that. The follow-through target on the SPY will be about 677.70, followed by the next follow-through target around that 680, just somewhere in the middle, 682, 683 area up there. So let's keep an eye on that. Let's trade smart, trade wise, and trade clean, okay? That's how you make money. Don't forget to cut your losses. Don't let your losses get too big. Never trade on hope. Use your chart. Use your chart. I guess we ought to look at IWM because that was a hero yesterday. IWM just completely broke out, took the market over, and you can see we're getting a little bit of follow through there today. The diamonds are doing just wonderful. Yesterday, diamonds closed up over the trend indicator and the T-line, and it looks like we're getting that follow through today. So looking really, really good there. Excuse me. What did I miss? Qs maybe? Qs are doing well. Qs, they were a little bit down yesterday. Didn't quite close up like the other indices did. But here we are today coming back, so all is good. With everything we've looked at, one thing that needs to happen, there is no question about it, and it could be a showstopper if we can't get through these highs. So as we approach those highs, let's be a little bit cautious, watch for that price action. Don't be afraid to take profits because profits is what grows your account. It's not the home runs that grow your account because the truth is home runs are far and few between, and you have a hell of a lot more losses before you get the home runs. So don't be afraid to take profits into strength. Let's take a look at IWM here. No. IYT. Transports. Transports, they've been sucking pond water pretty good down here. All of a sudden we get this Morningstar kind of sort of wannabe, and maybe we break through. I think it will be very important. And just looking at candlesticks, we're going to need to get over 71.80 here. We're going to need to get over this black candle. We're going to have to get up into these candles to see transports give us any help whatsoever. And SMH is doing pretty darn good. Really, it kind of looks like what the whole market is doing. So SMH, it will be key to get over 346.30, take out these highs, get some new highs in there, and that will bring in some new money, rally this market up a little bit higher. Talked with somebody yesterday. I talk with somebody almost every night, multiple people sometimes. And once again, they're talking about shorting, and I ask why, and they say, well, I'm hearing on television, bubble this, bubbles that, bubbles everything. All I could think of was champagne and that Jimmy Buffett song, Bubbles Up. That's all I could think about. I told him to stop worrying about a bubble, for God's sakes. Everybody's got to get their name in the paper. Everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame. So they're going to talk about the thing that people are going to be most concerned about, and they're going to make crap up. Now, I'm not saying that maybe a bubble is not happening, but the bubble can grow and grow and grow. And it could grow a week, it could grow 10 weeks, it could grow another 2 years before a so-called bubble snaps, breaks, pops, okay? Bottom line, follow the chart and quit worrying about what every single day is going to do, all right? Let's take a look at this big ugly day here. Was there a damn thing you could have done about it? No. If you're a day trader and you're watching the market, once you got over being stunned of this thing coming down, then maybe you traded it. But more than likely, you were puckered up so tight, your bones were stiff, you couldn't move. Oh, that's kind of like a deer in a bunch of headlights. That's mostly what happened to everybody. So if you're just gonna pucker up and get stuck, quit worrying about it. There's not much you can do about it. And the whole premise of candlestick trading is allowing a candle to give you a clue, or multiple candles to give you a clue, and then we trade based on those clues. Let's make that green. So you trade based on those clues, and of course there's going to be some little red candles in there, but I want to make a point here. You trade based on those clues, and you keep going, and one day that's going to happen, and that's life in the trading fast lane, okay? But you've made all this money right here. So we need to stop chasing the tops and the bottoms, all righty? Anyway, just something something I observed talking to a really good trader last night, but they really, really, really want to put that home run short on. All right, there we go. That's my spiel for this morning. How about some charts? Let's see. Here's one that I'm probably going to close out today, LAC, L-A-C. It's reached up to my target here, and I'm likely to close it out. I think the next target is up here. Whatever price that is, around that 1240 mark. The reason I'm closing it is because that's what I do. I look for charts that are set up to swing higher. When they swing higher, I take my money out. And right now I'm up 75% on it. I did close half yesterday, and then near the close yesterday, I sold 3 contracts, continuing to hold 3 contracts. So up 75% now, $495. Actually, it'll be more in the $500 range here when I go to close it. But that's what I do. Then I'll wait for the next pullback or look for another trade setup just like this. I've been getting a lot of flack, good flack. We have a Discord account, and I've had people private message me, and I'll share the link to the Discord account out today. I've had people private message me last night and this morning too when they realized, you bought bull? What? Yeah, I did a little bottom picking here yesterday. Bought some bull down here. Looks like it's going to be up, so goody goody gumdrops for me. If I here, I'll keep this up to remind me that I should probably have not have done it. So if I'm going to set bull up just from where it is, I'm going to take this high right here. I'm going to move down to the lows. Okay, this is my wish for target. That's my wish for target right there. And that's that 50% snap back up. And from about where we are here, we're looking at about 15.5%. So that's looking like a pretty good trade if it can keep on going. Probably should just, I'm going to move this. No, we'll leave it alone for now. Once we get back past this area here, though, I do see another target to the upside, and that will be that next line, or pretty much just slightly over that 50-period moving average. Anyway, we'll keep everybody posted on what's going on with it. What else have we got here? All right, let's look at some trades, huh? Here's one, AE, if it's still holding up. AEV, yeah, check this thing out. One of the members in Hit Run Candlesticks shared this with us yesterday. This is an absolutely beautiful chart. And this is great. I mean, I got to tell you, I'm loving this chart. Look how this thing just makes these scallops to the upside with, you know, lower lows, and they just keep climbing up a little bit. Once we break out right through here, let me put a line up here. Once we break out through there, I think this a little over $25 area is a pretty good target. And we're talking in the neighborhood of 30%. I mean, that's, to me, that's rock solid. That is a really, really good trade. So this is one I'm certainly eyeballing to buy here. Let me check something here. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at IONQ. Now, some of these stocks I put out on Facebook, our Facebook user group, and our X. And some of these were last night. Can't remember exactly which ones, but if you're interested, you could certainly go check those out. Take a look at IONQ here. Nice little inside day. This is big time on my watch list to buy today. Looking forward to break out to the upside. Here's that 50% retracement area right here. And here we've tested it once. We've actually tested it again. The more we test it, the more likely I think we're going to get through it. And maybe this could be the time. So I'm going to be pretty much on the gas pedal for this one right here. And then maybe we get that move to the upside. If say a buy around 81, right up to that next target up there is about 7.8%, and then 15% up here to the last target that I have. I had a great question asked of me, and I want to share something really quick, and we'll talk about it a little bit more later. And let me turn this into a frame. So when I draw my lines here, there's a complete sweet spot for me, and the number one is this 50% retracement. But what it does is it will encompass that area right there. That's the area that I find the best area to trade for me, and it's above that 25%. Up to the 38.2, then you get the 50%, then you get the 61.8, then you get the 75 up here. The quadrant lines, and then there's two fib lines in there. But this little area right there. Again, a great conversation with a trader last night. This is something they were asking me about, and that's what I shared with them there. So very nice chart. MP, good morning, Sharon. Yeah, MP is ready to rock again, I think. Here we've been up. We've got a little consolidation here. One of the keys to get through the highs, get through that 180 up there, and the next target will be right there, about 107.70. But MP looks fantastic. It's definitely on my watch list. Hey, good morning, S. How are you? Yeah, Bank of America getting a big old rise here, isn't it? So go Bank of America. If I had to set up targets on Bank of America, this is what I would do. I would take these lows down here. I would come up to these highs right there, and I would bring this little tail right up to those lows, just like that. We're right there at that 50% area right now. And I'm going to I'll draw that box in here, right there, like that. And then, let's see, can I do this? What will it look like? I don't know. Oh, it will look like something, won't it? That would be targets right there. Just like that. Duplicate one more and put it up there. So that would be the trading playground, the big green box. Since we're already above the bottom area, then the next targets are 1, 2, 3, just like that. Yeah, that looks really good. I better get that on the flag thing here. One that let's see, Wells Fargo. Yeah, that one. See, that one was up yesterday. So this could be a trade that I look at using yesterday's candle and the previous candles over here as my baseline. So the new floor, where's the new floor? The new floor has to be somewhere in here. It's going to have to be right with this candle right in here. Happens to be the low and the close. So about 84, 88 is the new floor. If that was a trade, it has to go up, not down. Down would want me out of it right away, instantly. That's not a TTN, DM. There we go. I'll get it. Hey, Bal. Yeah, that's a nice rounded bottom breakout. We're going to make some changes here. I'm going to go up there. Yeah, we're going to make some changes to that. Let's do this over here. Right in there. Okay. So that actually looks nice. I'm going to flag that one. Thank you very much. Earnings on the 6th. That's a big reminder, everybody. Be aware that earnings can make or break you. Me, I don't like to trade through earnings. I do every now and then. I'll trade something through earnings. But it really is a crapshoot, in my opinion. That is pure gambling in trading, is to trade through earnings. That's just my opinion. So what I have to do is be very cautious when earnings are coming out. I've even bought positions like today and realized the earnings come out tonight, and I'll close it right out. It's like, oh, I screwed that one up. So be very, very careful with earnings. Anyway, this has plenty of time before earnings to make some money. That's a nice chart, by the way. Looks like it's going to snap right back up into the dotted deuce up here, maybe that 50% area, and then let's look for a follow through up to the 200 period moving average. Now that's a long way to go before earnings. So even if I know, for me, even if I traded it, I would have to be out of it before earnings. But hey, that's okay. A buy in here, if it got up here 24% and earnings was tomorrow, I'll take my 24% and be happy as a camper. Yeah, nice chart. Hey, good morning, Glenn. SFM. What a nice little trade coming off the bottom. 50 period moving average target. Sweet. That is. 14% move, and that's exactly how I would trade that. From one level to another level, there it is, right there. Utilizing moving averages. Nice chart. Nice chart. Thank you very much, Glenn. And, we get through this, and then there's this whole upside, but you're going to have to get through that 50 first, okay? Let's see. I've got a few more here. Let's look at RKLB. This is a room favorite here. We look at this one a lot. A lot of people trade it. To me, this is a buy right now. To me, it looks like it moves higher up there. And I think I could set that one up, I think. It's going to be a little tight, but just take these lows, go up to that high, take that tail, come out. Actually, going to work out pretty good. Something like that right there. There's the 50% snapback. And let's put one more target on there. And there we go, just like that. And then trade price, trade your rules in there. Nice chart on that. Hey, Thomas, you're looking at QUBT. I think I have that written down here. I do. I've got that one written down. Yeah, totally agree with you. That's a nice chart. So, yeah, this reminds me. Yesterday, I didn't buy this yesterday. Certainly looked at it and certainly thought about it. And I thought, I was already in enough positions, and then I wanted to make sure that the market was actually going to move up today. So here's kind of the plan that I set up. And notice I drew this circle in here yesterday, and here's why. So here we are up, okay? Let it go on up. And when it gets up here, I'll bet whatever you want to bet, that we see some consolidation and a pullback into this circle. And that's what the purpose of that red circle was, to remind me of this. Now from there, I'll look for the buy signal, because I felt like it just wasn't right for me through here. It just wasn't right. So I'll wait for that setup, look for that buy on that next run up, and from there, the trade would be something, maybe with an entry, say, around 24.30. Then I could look up here at 27, maybe like 10-11% trade, and then maybe higher. So that was my plan on QUBT. Plug, yes, plug is nice. I'm currently in plug, and closed green on plug today, so it's going to be greener. Yesterday. It's going to be greener today. We get that breakout, and money is, we can all plug into that. Yeah. Sophie, I wish I would have bought Sophie yesterday. Yeah. I looked at it. I thought about it. That's okay. I think it's still a buy. Target's up here. I think Sophie looks fantastic myself. It just needs to work its way up. It needs to break out. And like I said, there's some good targets up there for Sophie. So, good son, I hope you're in it. Beautiful looking chart. Absolutely beautiful. What else do I have? Oh, let's keep our eyes on open, okay? Keep your eyes on open. I set an alert on open here this morning. I know that I know we can draw a trend line down on and dedicated trend line buyers, you're probably not going to do anything till it breaks out. And that truly makes sense to me if that's what you do. But not all traders do that. I mean, clearly the traders down there don't really care about that trend line, or they're going to use that as a target. Any positive trading today so far really doesn't care about that trend line, or they're going to use it for a target. So whichever camp you're in, I think open needs another look. It could be getting ready to move up, and it could bounce a little bit sideways yet to move up. I find one of the keys to trading, and one of the things that have been so beneficial to me, and I've really got to reach out to everybody in the hit and run trading room and say thank you, because everybody there is so kind to post charts, what's looking good, what you're buying, what you're closing. Well, as you're doing that, you guys all know that I'm flagging stocks that look good to me. I mean, there's some that I don't flag. Please don't get your feelings hurt on it. But what that does is it just crunches a watch list down to a very dedicated watch list, and it becomes my prime number one watch list, because it's all the stocks that we have found together that are coiling up, ripe, ready to be picked. And it's like this. You put this on the watch list, and when it's ready to be picked, then we'll pick it. Somebody will pick up on it, and that's how we all get cued. So great big thank you to everybody for your sharing of charts, okay? All right. Let's see, what else do we have here? Irene. Everybody loves Irene. Irene. Are you in this, good son? Sweet. Nice little breakout there. Irene's going to go higher until it doesn't go higher. That's a nice chart. Way to go. Way to go. Hey, Thomas. SMCCI. SMCI. There we go. SMCI might be trying to set up. I feel on this that I would need, I'm looking over here for something that can help me on my other monitor. Yeah, let's run over to the 60-minute chart. Yeah, there it is right there. I feel like Irene needs a little bit of a, right there. Right there, okay? So I'm just going to remove this line, and I'm going to put a different line up there. And we're going to do this right here. Right there. And I'll set an alert on this. That's done. Thank you, okay. So that's what I feel SMCI needs to do. I feel like it just needs to give me a little bit more proof. I'm not real thrilled about that candle. I'm not thrilled about all this right here. I'm not thrilled about the straight sideways consolidation, because if we take this candle, this candle, this candle, and this candle, that is a bear pop out of the box. So I need that to reverse a little bit, and over that orange line right there of about 55, 65, that would make me feel well enough to maybe take a long trade on it. And you're really not out any money, a couple, 3%. There's still a huge amount of upside to it. So that's what I'm thinking about SMCI. Yeah. Hey, Bell, AEP. Bullish. Yeah, absolutely bullish. I mean, the key to this right there. And let's draw another line. I'm going to grab that black dot on the T line right there and just go up to the edge of the T line, just underneath it like that right there. Anything in this area here, I would see as very buyable, or above that blue line. Very buyable. I'm going to flag that one. Thank you. ABAT. ABAT. That's up there pretty high. I think we're going to need to see a little rest and relaxation here. Yeah. Going to need to see a little rest. It's pretty high up there, a little stretched out. There's a ton of charts that look great that are a little bit more in buy range, I think. So be a little careful with that one there. Hey, Dave. Let's see. Can. Yeah, can is up. If you're in it, great. For those chasing it, don't. Very simple. BE, nice little breakout. Yeah, nice little breakout. The new floor right there at 114.40. So it's still in buy area. It's not too far gone. Again, with that floor around 114.40. All right, folks, it's about time for me to get out of here. Thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you, Hit Run Candlesticks. Thank you, Right Way Options. And don't forget, tomorrow is member e-learning, okay? Oh, hey, Paul, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll see everybody here, including RWO, in about 30 minutes, okay? You guys take care.